Welcome back to Real Life Recaps. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoy today's stories. Please don't forget to smash that thumbs up button and subscribe so you can enjoy more of these stories from the unusual world of Reddit. Now on to our first story posted by ThrowRA122891. I asked my Mexican husband why he is never pleased with my contributions. He told me that I need to Google how to make a Mexican man happy. That doesn't really help. What am I missing? Hey Reddit, this is my first post, so I apologize if it is not clear. My thoughts are truly all over the place. I guess I'm hoping that someone who shares cultural views with my Mexican husband will help a girl out. A little backstory: my 32 female husband, A, 38. Male seems to constantly complain about everything I do, don't do, how I do it, etc. It seems like there is no winning no matter how hard I try. We have been married almost 2 years, and it has been a very busy 2 years. We got pregnant right away, had a C-section, and 6 weeks later we were moving into our first home, a 3-story 1907 fixer-upper. While we are both very excited about this adventure, learning how to work on the home together, making it ours, etc., I definitely could have waited. However, it was extremely important to my husband that we own a home instead of renting, so I spent my maternity leave packing, unpacking, cleaning, painting, refinishing cupboards, etc., instead of staring and cooing with our sweet baby girl. Also, I feel that it is important to mention I have a son, 11 male, Jay, from a previous marriage. Jay has several diagnoses which require different therapies, medications, is often out of school for behavioral management, etc. Here is the issue. My husband works 60 hours a week, takes the garbage out once a week, helps with some chores and mows the yard on Sundays. Yes, he is incredible and works very hard to support his family. Meanwhile, his expectations of me are to work 20 to 30 hours a week and do all the things that a YesAm does. I feel like I do a pretty dang good job. Our home is tidy, the kids are always taken care of, I do fun things with them when I can. My part-time job is in nursing. It is a hard job as we are short-staffed, and I am often doing the job of 2 nurses for about 40 patients. I don't take breaks, I often don't even get to eat at work, but I give my best and push myself to exhaustion every day at home and work. At work, I am recognized for it. Here, it's never enough. Everything I do is wrong. I don't mind working hard, I'm a people pleaser, but he is never pleased. He always says stuff like, "You should have seen my mommy cooking and scrubbing laundry all day. Nursing is not hard." His biggest complaint is that I don't cook full Mexican meals enough. I'm constantly compared to his sister or his mother, who always had hot food and fresh pancakes, tortillas, waiting for the men after work. His family are farmers, the women stayed home and had plenty of other women to help. I'm on my own taking care of everything except the dang garbage. He gets home at 10 p.m. I often try to have something quick to make. Simple tacos with guacamole and queso, etc., and God forbid I don't have fresh cilantro. But he is always sending me elaborate recipes on TikTok in Spanish. On mat leave, I was working on my Spanish a lot more. Now I hardly have time to shave my legs. I have asked many times that he Google a recipe in English that is close to what he sees in a video, but he refuses. You should learn Spanish if you care about being a good wife. I even bought cookbooks written by Mexican chefs for him to pick recipes out of. None of those are like what my mom would make. I just can't get my mind to comprehend why he is so difficult about this. I don't have time to cook full Mexican meals several times a day, for one, and 2, he won't help give me the skills to do it. He shames me for not doing it, but is not willing to support me in doing so. I serve healthy meals, but they aren't usually extravagant. Our daughter might have an egg, yogurt, and fruit for breakfast, some shredded chicken, frijoles, and avocado for lunch, etc. Simple but well-balanced. She is also still breastfed. I used to love to cook and try new recipes. Now I hate it more and more because no matter how good it is, how hard I work, something will be wrong with it. I know this is a lot, so I guess in summary I just want to understand how, if I'm otherwise a great wife, housekeeping, caring for children, running the household, intimacy, doing my best to take care of myself and present myself, etc. Why is he so hurtful about the cooking? Why does my lack of time or skill to make full Mexican meals at 10 p.m. every night make me a terrible wife? Does Spanish, Creole, Latino culture place so much importance on food that it ends your marriage if your wife is a crappy cook? If you made it, thank you, and sorry for the rant. The exhausted, terrible wife. Edit to add, gosh, I've really made him sound like a monster. The food thing really is the majority of our issues besides normal couple spats. He's not always a great listener, but I think he's just emotionally challenged. He doesn't get the whole woman just wanting to talk, not wanting a solution. He doesn't understand why I get emotional about my job or other things. It's all in your head, don't let your mind control you, he says. LOL. I guess they don't have anxiety or feelings in Mexico. Many have asked what I am getting from the marriage. Aside from what I mention as his contributions to the family above, he makes me laugh a lot, tells me I am beautiful, gives me attention, is amazing with both of our children, spoils all of us when he can while never spending money on himself, always makes sure to give me a kiss when he passes me, or some other form of touch and intimacy. He gives me grace on things that I sometimes don't get done when it's hard to give it to myself. Seriously. He's a great husband outside of this idea that working women have time to spend all day in the kitchen. He just doesn't understand time limitations, and I can't get him to see that I can't spread myself any thinner. And now in the comments, user PL487 said, he wishes he was successful enough to support a stay-at-home wife and enjoy the level of service that was provided to his father by his mother. He is not that successful. He feels resentment. He is taking that resentment out on you. Unusual Potato 1515 said, especially as his wife makes twice as much as him per hour. That must sting. HDMX539 said, which is really effing idiotic. I swear, the ego of some men who feel emasculated when their wives make more money than they do. That is a loser's mentality. A winner's mentality would be, my wife makes more than I do? Freak yeah, more money for the family and our financial goals. What the F aren't more men like this? Unusual. Potato 1515 said, for real. He must be pissed that she has to work half the number of hours as him to make the same amount as him. So he belittles her cooking and tries to make her feel stupid by sending recipes in Spanish, etc., to knock her self-confidence and make himself feel better about himself. The second story was posted by Some Machine 2534. Am I the a-hole for leaving my fiancé after receiving pictures of him cheating on me at his bachelor party? Hi, Reddit. I'm a 28-year-old woman, and I'm in a pretty messed up situation that I need help sorting through. A little background. I was planning my wedding to my fiancé, Jake, who is 30. We've been together for 4 years, and I honestly thought we had a great relationship. His bachelor party was last weekend, and it was something we had both discussed and agreed upon. He was going to Vegas with his friends for a few days, and I was totally on board with it. Fast forward to Saturday night. I was at home, binge-watching my favorite show, when I received a message on my phone that made my heart drop. It was from Jake's best friend, Mike. We're all friendly, so I didn't think much of it at first, but when I opened the message, my heart sank further. It was a series of pictures showing Jake with another woman, obviously holding her waist and laughing together at a club. The caption read, "Thought you'd want to see what your fiancé is up to. Not cool, man." I was in shock. I felt like the ground had been pulled out from under me. I immediately called Mike, and he explained that he didn't want to be a part of Jake's betrayal and thought I should know. He told me that this wasn't a one-time thing and that they had seen Jake getting pretty close with this woman throughout the night. The next few hours were a blur. I went through a wave of emotions: anger, heartbreak, and disbelief. I couldn't understand how someone that I thought I knew so well could do this to me. I finally decided that I had enough, and I went to my parents' house to process everything. The next day, I called Jake. When he finally picked up, he sounded cheerful, like nothing was wrong. I confronted him directly and asked about the pictures. He went silent. Eventually, he tried to brush it off, saying it was harmless fun and that I was overreacting. That just fueled my anger even more. I told him I couldn't continue the relationship, and he panicked, begging me to reconsider. I stayed firm, though. I have always believed in healthy boundaries and trust in a relationship, and what he did shattered that completely. I packed my things and told Jake it was over. I wish I could say I felt better after, but honestly, it was heartbreaking. Now I'm back home trying to put my life back together. My friends are supportive, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm making a mistake by leaving him. Am I the a-hole for ending our engagement after finding out about the cheating? Interesting, Chef, 896 said. You can't enter a marriage knowing your future spouse is a cheater. You can't. How much other harmless fun has he had, and how much is he yet to have? Find someone that doesn't want to start a life with you by cheating. Doesn't matter how much alcohol he had. I've been stupid, drunk, and never thought of cheating. This is who he is. Thank God for the friend. You may have wasted many years on him before you caught him again. Happy Coast? 4991 said. Thank Mike, he saved you from much more heartbreak. It's just because it hurts you to think if you did the right thing or not. You absolutely did the right thing. Critical scheme. 8838 said. It's hard to judge if you made the right decision based on the limited information you posted. Sure, you saw a photo of him with his hand around a female's waist, but was there more to the story? I mean, if that's all that you know, it's no different than a random guy putting his arm around you and him being upset about that. Again, not judging. Just don't have enough info. My Today Throwaway said. So you saw a picture of your fiancé with his arm around a woman while in Vegas for his bachelor party and ended things? You were right to end things, but not because he is a liar, but because you have no trust for him. I don't know if he has ever given you a reason to feel this way in the past, or if you were hurt by someone else, but with this amount of distrust, your marriage was doomed anyway. To me, the bigger deal is that your fiancé's best friend texted you pictures instead of guiding his bro out of a possible bad situation. This is not how a real friend acts. Think about it. Mike goes on this trip to send his best friend off, and instead of helping him stay within your boundaries, he tattles on him to you? I'm pretty sure Mike is jealous of his friend and has feelings for you. If you think you want to continue things with your fiancé, you need to have a very honest grown-up talk about trust and honesty that doesn't involve you crying. Luke Wynn 2020 said, I can understand breaking up with him because you can't trust him. But hands on a woman's waist isn't my definition of cheating, but it might be an indicator of worse behavior going forward. Would you accuse him of cheating for salsa dancing with another woman or any other dancing that requires close contact? And I do think that married folks should have boundaries of what types of dances they should or should not engage in. In my opinion, cheating is intercourse, oral, or manual pleasuring, not waist-holding. But it's about your definition, and not mine. You have to have peace of mind and make the decision that's best for you. I'm also suspicious of the best friend's motives for sending the pictures. So now that you heard these two stories, what are your thoughts and opinions on these two stories? Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed these stories and thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great day.